Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of The Focus TV. Man, we got something special planned for you all. We took the time, and it was a struggle, not because of only just mock drafts are tedious and they take a toll on you as a whole, but with the WNBA and just women's basketball in general, and this is something, if you spend some time covering it or you're a fan of it, you already know where I'm going with this. It is a legit struggle to get the type of information you need to do that, to make this easier to do. Because like realistically, even as a media member, you're not gonna be able to see everybody, everybody in the country as much as you would like. So that's where, having tape out there specifically always helps you for people you don't get a chance to necessarily see. And then of course you got to think about the NCAA tournament due to the pandemic that wasn't here. So that was another opportunity for folks to, make a bigger name for themselves or make a name to those who weren't familiar with them on the biggest stage. All right, but I want to go to introduce everybody. We got Octavia Wyatt, Cardell Dudley Jr., Raymond Lyons. I'm Wilson Tarpey Jr. WNBA mock draft tonight. Fun times. Struggle was the prep. I was laughing with both Raymond and Cardell before we got started. Got to the top of the third round, man. Things got dark. Just looking at my computer, falling off into the distance. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah. It was truly tough, man. But anything y'all want to say before we get started, since y'all had to do the prep, just like I did?
I mean, yeah, just the lack of information is embarrassing. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Go ahead, Cardell.
I just think we have a long way to go as far as getting the proper level of coverage up to speed for women's basketball, and it hurts a lot of players because you really don't know. I mean, luckily it was a lot of film, or like you said, kind of going into the third round. I mean, not a lot, but a couple players, and you're like, yo, they can play. But you wouldn't know that. Well, but it's for, like I said, in the third round, out of 12 players, there might have been like 3 players with film. You kind of look up and see what they can do. But outside of that, you have no idea about the other players. So it hurts them tremendously, like you said, with the tournament. And it's a few international players that you can't just, say with the NBA, you don't have that problem. You know who they are, even internationally, when they're like 15, 16 years old. And we got to get that back up to speed. And it's all around group effort as far as, putting a spotlight on women's basketball, because it's not just us covering it. The women got to embrace everybody as well. And not just, I understand trying to build up women in the sport, but you got fellas out there pumping for you too. You got to show love to everybody. And that reinforces more people wanting to get involved. And that helps everybody as a whole, especially the most important people, the players. And that's just why we got to get to.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to help do our part here to help. There are some good folks that do a great job come this time of year. I want to shout out Anila over at, I want to say it's Woman Hoops blog. She does a great job. I think she was the first person where I saw Ariel Atkins name up on anybody's mock draft a couple years back when the Mystics took her. So we had her on the show back then too. And then the folks over at Winsider, they also do a good job. They're consistently putting out stuff round the clock all year long. So shout out to them. And then to everybody else who takes the time and has a passion to cover women's basketball. And, to those that are watching tonight that are, that are just basketball fans, we would love to welcome you over to just kind of truly enjoy the sport as a whole. It's much more than just the men's side. If you're only watching the men's side, honestly, you're truly missing out. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got Octavia. She's moderating this week. Last week was Cardell. This week is Octavia. It's about to be the focus. Oh, my goodness. The focus WNBA mock draft. It's all 3 rounds. Man, I'm taking my last few deep breaths because it's about to get real. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, folks. Welcome back. All right, here we go. Octavia, the floor is yours. Fall back and
go.
pull up my draft board. Let's go.
All right, GM. First team on the board is the New York Liberty. So we'll go ahead and let Wilson start.
Oh yeah.
Got your drink of water in?
Man, I got to. You know, me and my front office, we've been talking about this for quite a while.
What happened?
I think we're gonna go with the consensus. This is gonna be kind of similar to the NFL draft, at least for the first pick. All right, going Sabrina Ionescu here, point guard from Oregon. This is 2,000, 1,000, 1,000. I don't think there's too much more to be said. But the only thing, you know, obviously like her as a prospect for New York, it's something, you know, you have to take her. There's nothing wrong with that. I also wouldn't knock them for taking her teammate, but we're taking Sabrina. I'm anxious to see how she deals with the length at the WNBA level. The guards are a little bit different. So that'll be an adjustment period. But you know, that's the pick for my group at the Liberty.
All right, Dan. All right, Raymond.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Wilson. You pretty much have to take Sabrina at this point. I mean, the college resume speaks for itself. Again, like Wilson said, it's going to be an adjustment period. People talk about the point guards in the NBA. The point guards in the WNBA are real. Like that's the gauntlet right there. So it's going to be interesting to see how she deals with that change of pace, the added length, the athleticism. And again, you know, I wouldn't fault them for taking Sabali, her teammate, but this is the kind of thing that might cost you your job, you know, because she's touted as the #1 pick. They're pretty much telling you got to take her. So if you take a chance on somebody else and then something catastrophic happens, you know, they're going to be like, oh, why wouldn't they just take this thing on a silver platter that was handed to them? So yeah, we're going to go with Sabrina. And their backcourt might get a little crowded because you got Kia Nurse there, you got Asia coming back fully healthy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
And Cardell.
I'm gonna go with Ming Ling Chen. I'm a 6'4" out of China, but I'm not so sure. Sabrina. Sabrina Ionescu, period. I think, I mean, obviously they got Tina Charles, who's a superstar, who's a franchise player. So I think they need a point guard, especially with, you know, Bria Hartley leaving, going to Phoenix. Asia Durr, a lot of people don't know, low-key, she was one of the most efficient rookies last year as far as shooting and scoring the ball. So I think she's kind of ready to take a next leap and, you know, get that thing up in the double figures and still maintain her efficiency and being able to defend. So all they need is a table setter and somebody that can also hit shots. And who's better than Ionescu? And then she's bringing that tangible as far as winning, you know, winning mentality. And I think she'll just complement everybody that's already a focal point with the Liberty greatly. And they're moving to Brooklyn, Barclays. She's going to sell tickets. It just fits perfectly with everything they're trying to get done.
Okay. So with the #2 pick, we got the Dallas Wings. Anybody want to start? Any GM ready?
I'll go ahead and start. #2,
I'll go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Sabrina's teammate, Satu Sabali, 4 from Oregon. This is Crawford, of course, here. I mean, when they scrimmaged Team USA, she showed what she was about. So if anybody watched that game, they already know what's up with her. And I mean, Dallas, they need the help. They got 4 picks in this first round, so they're going to be able to address some needs. Last year, they were next to last in the offensive and defensive rating. Sabali's going to help with both of those things. And they got Arika and Mabry there already, and she can play off them. So yeah, going to go ahead and take Sabali with the second pick.
Wilson?
Go ahead, Cardell. I'll go after Cardell.
Cool.
I'm going to go with Sabali as well. I know she may not be the #1 pick, but I think she's the most talented player in the draft. 6'4", with really true three skill, you know, small full perimeter skills, guard athleticism, but center size. And those are the players that dominate the WNBA currently, if you look across the league. So you pretty much gonna need at least one of those to have a chance. And if you don't, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to really deal with the other teams. They're rebuilding, obviously, you know, letting Skylar go. And, you know, I think they're kind of looking at her to kind of be the next step to get them back in contention that they were when they had Skylar and came up.
All right. See, I chose Lauren Cox here because I feel like that's what they're going to do. However, I'm kind of in the group with y'all in terms of where Sabali, but I got Lauren Cox going to Dallas, and they have so many more first-round picks. But go ahead.
All right, so number 3, we got the Indiana Fever. Who wants to start? Cardell.
I have Lauren Cox. You know, I think she, with her ability to shoot in the pass, she can complement
McCowan.
Her name, that's what
Tierra McCowan.
McCowan. She can complement McCowan's inside. Yeah, McCowan's inside, but as well as be the guards. You know, and if you play off of her, she can hit the jumper all day. The only thing I'm concerned about is her conditioning defensively. You know, I've heard that played a big role in her going down to having a major injury. And at the WNBA, you're going to have to be conditioned. You have to get out and pick the roles, stay with guards. You will definitely have to run the floor with the bigs, and they can all shoot. They can all do a lot of things. And meanwhile, not get fatigued. That's the only thing I'm worried about. So, and obviously with the situation going on worldwide, how would that play a role if the season begins and get started? How would that play a role in her being able to be in tip-top shape to, you know, maximize her talent? So, but nonetheless, if she is in tip-top shape, she's a force. And she definitely, you know, like now, like I said, now you need 2 bigs. The missus kind of set that bar last year. Yeah. You need 2 bigs. So you can't do it with one. So I just see her going there and they can start building around McCowan and her side.
All right, Raymond.
I think this is the easiest pick in the draft because whoever is left between Subali and Cox, the Fever were going to take. So since I had Dallas taking Sabali with the 2nd pick, they got Indiana Fever taking Lauren Cox with the 3rd pick for basically the reasons Cardell stated. Talented big, she can score with her back to the basket, she can face up. Again, with the injury thing, her junior year when she went down, and yeah, that did affect her conditioning. But you know, if that's going to deter you from drafting her, then you probably should be fired.
For me, with Indiana, like literally what Raymond said, and both Cardell and Raymond were talking about Sabali for the 2nd pick. That's why, for me, it's a no-brainer for Indiana. If she's sitting right there at 3, you take her, you go on with your life. You add her to Kelsey Mitchell, Tierra McCowan, Tiffany Mitchell and company, and, you know, GM Tamika Catchings, you know, gets things started with a bang. I'm so sorry. Hall of Famer Tamika Catchings. You know, you gotta throw HOF in front of it. Thank you, Cardell. Excuse me. The Hall of Fame GM Tamika Catchings.
Oh, all right. Okay. So after Indiana, then we have the Atlanta Dream. Raymond, you want to start?
Yeah. I got them taking Megan Walker right here. With them, I think she can slide into that Sykes role. I think Megan Walker's game is a pro game, so she'll be ready to contribute off the bat. Then Atlanta's gonna look real different this year because they got Kalani Brown and Courtney Williams, and I think throwing Megan in there with them two is gonna benefit her and them.
All right, Wilson.
Yeah, I'm taking Megan Walker there too. Obviously, like you said, you lost Brittany Sykes. You also lost Angel. So you have some smaller guards there. Why not get one with a little bit size? For Megan to be one of the things I know Cardell we've talked, where the next level might be a little bit easier for her in terms of, you know, how her game translates, where, you know, you're not going to be forced to play up a couple spots like you had to in college. So I'm excited to seeing what she does, you know, with more opportunity to play kind of more towards her wheelhouse.
Yeah, with both of y'all, I got Megan Walker as well. But, you know, for some of the reasons y'all said, but also because the Atlanta Dream were one of the worst three-point shooting teams last year. They shot 29% from three, and she shot 45% from three in college. So, you know, plus I think her versatility, she's a 2 now, but I think as she gets stronger in the league, I think she'll be able to slide at the 3. So versatility defensively, where you can go with big lineups and small lineups. They have a variety of bigs already ready to, you know, hold down the paint. And I just think she has the potential to one day possibly be an Angel McCoskey level. You know what I mean? Do everything Angel did. So I just think it's a no-brainer.
All right. So after Atlanta, then we again are back at the Dallas Flames. Number 2 for them. What's it?
I'm taking the other Oregon Duck here. If you're Dallas, like you say, you're rebuilding, you're just going to keep stockpiling talent. RUTHY HEBARD's here. I see no reason not to take her. Also, you mentioned, you know, Lauren Cox earlier, Cardell, talk about her conditioning and worrying about that and whatnot. Not a bad thing to have a fallback option on that. And again, you're rebuilding. You got all these picks. Sometimes the best thing to do is just stockpile talent and then see what happens.
All right, Cardell.
I'm going to go to a different direction. I think they need a point guard. I think they got Hugo Wale led the 2 kind of slot in there. So I'm going to go to kind of be the, you know, the floor general of the future. To me, she was underrated. They didn't give her the respect she deserved this season. You know, kind of caught up on the West Coast side with all those top picks on there, you know, Oregon. But, I mean, she's dangerous. She controls the game. She can score. Qualified defender. She has everything you want in a point guard and a national leader. She's learned from one of the greatest point guards of all time. So I think she's ready to step in and, you know, get this thing going. And obviously, pairing her with Sabali and whatnot, you know, that's just with Ogunbowale and whatnot, that's a nice little young core right there to build off of.
All right, ready?
I went Bella ALARIE from Princeton at this spot. She fits that mold of WNBA bigs, size and skill. And you know, Dallas, they need that. They need a lot of things, but you know, like Cardell said earlier, you wanna have to have 2 bigs on your team to have a chance. And she is one of the more talented, well-rounded ones in the draft. So I got them snatching her up right here, number 5.
All right. So after Dallas, then we are going to move on with the 6th pick. We have the Minnesota Lynx. Cardell, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'm going to go with CHENNEDY Carter. They lost their free agency, and they need a consistent perimeter score. The Lynx were one of the not least efficient, but they didn't, you know, least productive scoring in the league last year down the post and whatnot. But you know, she versatile. She gets up out to the perimeter and whatnot. But you know, from the forward side, you're gonna need someone that can score and shoot, and that's what CHENNEDY does best. And I just think she'll be a good fit.
All right, Wilson.
Yeah, I went with CHENNEDY Carter too. For the reasons that Cardell just named, they need somebody in that backcourt that can score. It's a need at this point. She fits it to a T. You're also going to be in a place where there's only a couple places in the league where I wholeheartedly believe the staff in place is going to get the most out of you. The Lynx is one of those places. I think Kennedy's going to go to a good place. She'll get a chance to be the best version of herself. You get to watch her and Fees kind of grow and, you know, still gets to hold them down until the Lynx kind of usher themselves into, you know, their next era of Lynx, because we've seen some of the, the stalwarts there for so long. That dynamic three's not together at this time. So yeah, I'm also with Cardell going Kennedy Carter from Texas A&M here.
All right, Raymond.
Same here. Went Carter with this pick. Flat out, she put the ball in the hole, and like was stated, they desperately need that with Odyssey Sims pretty much being in limbo for next season. They're gonna need somebody to come in and bolster their scoring. So I got them taking Carter from right here.
All right. So after the 6th pick with the Minnesota Lynx, we're gonna go to the 7th pick with another one for Dallas Wings. Gonna go ahead and run through them a little bit. Raymond, you want to start?
Yeah, I got them taking TYASHA Harris right here. I think this was Cardell's pick from 2 picks ago. But, Dallas, they all over this first round, so it ain't gonna be much they can mix on right here. So for the same reasons he said, and also she got good size on her, strong defensively, great leadership skills. Of course, being under Don Staley, that's a given. And they kind of need that steady hand to guide them. So yeah, I got them taking Harris at number 7.
All right, Wilson.
Yep, same here. TYASHA Harris from South Carolina. For literally everything Cardell named, you got groomed by Don Staley. That's enough for me. But one of the things she did this year that I truly enjoyed was, she's a pass first point guard, loves to set the table, but she did a good job of making teams pay, scoring when needed this year. One of the big reasons why South Carolina was, why they were a heavy favorite going into the tournament.
All right, and Cardell?
I'm going to go with RUTHY HEBARD from Oregon. They have a lot of bigs, promising bigs, but none are proven.
Right.
So I just think they're going to get somebody. I think they're going to make it competitive. And the ones that aren't ready, they're going to ship them out. So they're rebuilding, but they're trying to rebuild quick as quick.
Yeah.
And that's why they traded and they demanded a lot of picks in return. And I think she would, with what she brings on the dirty work, but still being able to step out, hit jumpers, especially from mid range and winning. I keep going back to winning and coming from winning a program. You're not about to just settle for mediocrity. You're gonna fight. That's important. I think she's big with all those categories. Just try to help change it around.
Nice. So now with the number 8 pick, we have the Chicago Sky. Wilson, you want to start?
Sure. With this guy, I got them doing something that Seattle did a couple years ago when, you still had Sue Bird, but you went ahead and took, you went and got somebody that you can groom underneath them. At that time, of course, I'm a blank on her name, is Jordan Canada. It's too many names I've read today, but they took Jordan Canada a couple years back. And, at the time, it probably was like kind of, why do you need that at the moment? But when Sue went down last year, we saw exactly why that was such a good pick at that time. We know about the talented backcourt that Chicago has been blessed with, and Quigley and Sluty, but you got to plan for the future. So I'm going to go with somebody who didn't get enough respect despite playing for a big school. Similar to TYASHA Harris, it's hard to play point guard for this coach too. Going Crystal Dangerfield, UConn here, just someone you could have to groom. And it's not something where she needs to play immediately. But in case of emergency, not only is your plan for the future getting minutes, you're just in a good situation. So that's why I went Dangerfield. And she can shoot the rock.
All right, Cardell.
I'm going with Ted Cooper from Baylor. Mm-hmm. She's not a traditional one, and she's not a traditional two. I think she could play both. Yep. And one thing you saw with Chicago when they got hot at the end of the season, but they kind of, I know they pushed the Aces, but you notice in the playoffs, Vandersloot and Quigley, when they got fatigued or had to go to the bench in foul trouble, Chicago was a totally different team, and you can kind of just take them out of everything they wanted to do. So they need that backcourt on the floor. Need some depth. Need somebody that can come in and hold the fort down if they need to breathe them or they're in foul trouble if they're injured. Something happens. And last year they didn't really have that. And I just think Ted Cooper being able to play both guard positions, it's just a perfect storm, so to speak.
All right, Raymond.
I went in a completely opposite direction with them at this pick. I had them taking a BEATRICE MOMPREMIER right here. Big body, 6'4", good rebounder, solid on defense. Just needs to polish up her offensive game a little bit. Like Chicago, they're in a pretty good spot. They don't have many immediate needs, but that backup guard position is a concern. But yeah, you can't teach size, so go ahead and snatch her up. Snatch up that big 6'4" body right here.
All right. And now with the ninth pick in the WNBA draft, would you look at that? It's the Dallas Wings again. Remy, you want to start off with the Wings again?
Yeah, with their millionth pick, I had them taking KIAH GILLESPIE right here out of Florida State. Got really tired of analyzing Dallas first round picks when I was doing this. But, you know, she's coming off a really strong senior season, 15.6 points per game, 8.7 rebounds per game. She can help them. Then Sabali, if they take her and KAILA Thornton, they're comfortable where they can they won't be down at the full much. They can slide to the 3 as well on the wings, so that'll give GILLESPIE some opportunities there.
All right, Cardell.
Dallas Wings, I'm gonna go with ARELLA GUIRANTES. My bad if I butchered the name, from shooting guard from Rutgers. She's a bucket. She's a problem. And this is what we were talking about at the top of the show. When the college basketball not having enough coverage. If this was on the fella side, she would be blowing up. She averaged 26 and 3 for Rutgers, and she shot 37% from 3. And she's anybody that comes from Rutgers, they don't know how to play defense because Vivian Stringer don't play there, but she can strap. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she can strap, but I think she's another weapon for Dallas because they didn't have many weapons outside of Water last year, especially from the perimeter. They ranked 11th in scoring, you know, last year, and that has to change. You know, they shot 32% from 3. You know what I mean? They need somebody that can get buckets other than Ogbuwala. You can get a ball to, like, get us a bucket. And sometimes it's not about having a good post play to open things up for the guards. Sometimes you need the guards to do what they do to open things up for the post. And I think she's just another weapon. She lives up to her talent, her promise to go over the wallet. No problem.
All right, Wilson.
All right, so I'm going with, I think, Cardell, you took her the pick before, Taya Cooper out of Baylor. I know Dallas, like we were talking about Dallas, just stockpiling all this talent. A lot of their guards are just kind of small. Want someone where you got a little bit of size. I'm not just talking about height here, just physically, just physically in stature. You're going to need that. Someone has to stop people, and that's an issue for Dallas as well. That end of the floor needs to be addressed. So for that reason, going to Cooper. So obviously somebody could play with their other guards that they have in Dallas.
All right. So I think we've gotten through Dallas this round.
This round.
Yeah, this one. There's more. With the 10th pick, we have the Phoenix Suns. I said Suns. I'm sorry. Phoenix Mercury. Cardell, you want to start?
Get Melo off your mind.
Facts. Facts. Shots fired.
Always with the joke.
I'm gonna go with JOCELYN WILLOUGHBY from Virginia, 6 foot wing. I'm gonna call her wing because she could play the 2 and the 3. And I think this may be Tarazi's last year, and they need somebody that can fill in at the 2, get it done on both ends, and be able to hit shots. Phoenix Mercury cannot hit from the perimeter at all, and that's why I saw Brittany Griner, you know, 2-piecing a couple girls because it got irritating just having the whole crowd around all season long, man. It just happens, man. So I think she's just a perfect fit, man. She's one of the top players in the ACC, one of the top players in the country, obviously. Shot 41% from 3, 45% from the field. Average 19 and 7, so she can do a lot of things. She's versatile. I think she's just what the doctor ordered for the Mercury. To go with Skylar at point. Obviously, you got, you know, Griner down low.
All right, Wilson.
All right, I'm going with so shameless plug here. So we already mentioned KIAH Gillespie. That's one of the latest probe participants or people that have had a probe done on them. So Cardell just knocked that out. So I'm going with another pro player, going with Bella ALARIE from Princeton here. I think Raymond, you just had her the previous pick. They kind of lost the whole DeWanna Bonner in Phoenix. It was kind of a big piece of what they did there. And I'm not saying Bella's going to come in and fill in immediately, but in this WNBA, how Cardell was just talking, somebody playing alongside Grider that could kind of alleviate to make you pay when you double down, it's not going to hurt. And Bella's very talented. If you want a little bit more, get on YouTube, pull up that probe, and those are the reasons why. I'm not going into it here. Go check out the probe.
All right, Raymond.
I got RUTHY HEBARD going right here. Again, can't teach size, 6'4". I think she'd be a nice complementary piece to what they already have. She's proven she could play with good guard play, being at Oregon with Ionescu. So yeah, I got them going, taking her right here.
Okay. And now with the 11th pick, we got the Seattle Storm. Wilson, you want to start?
Sure, why not? I'm going with the another South Carolina player here. You know, aka Mad Kiki, but Micaiah Herbert Harrigan. Seattle loves this thing with athletic bigs, where their bigs can do so many different things on both ends of the floor. This is somebody that would fit right in. We've seen, you know, the development they've had with, you know, Natasha Howard, you know, Stewie. But this is somebody where, you know, Stewie's coming back. You can't, if the season does happen this year, you can expect Stewie to come back in to playing the lion's share of minutes she was playing before. This is somebody you could slide in at times next to Natasha Howard. Defensively, it's somebody who could guard multiple positions. She also could stretch out the floor a little bit, hit the three ball, but just somebody, I think she's only 6'2", but again, a willingness to defend and rebound. Again, another South Carolina player. You know they're about that life. I like their DNA. So I think it's a good fit for Seattle.
All right, Raymond.
I got Seattle taking Tia Cooper right here from Baylor. Just as Sue Bird's getting a little long in the tooth. You just got to be real about that. So they need to start planning for life after her. Cooper is a good combo guard to shoot from three. You know, she was key for Baylor last year. She kind of bounced around in college, but you know, the three programs she was at were top-notch programs, and I'm sure she has a good pedigree behind her. And yeah, Seattle, Stewie and Sue Bird will be back. They're going to be really different next year. So, I think Tia fits nicely with what they're trying to build over there.
And last but not least,
I'm gonna go with Crystal Dangerfield from UConn. Like same thing, Raymond said. Sue Bird could be her last year, and they need I know they have Jordan Canada, but Jordan Canada, as great as she is playmaking and you know defending, she can't shoot, and that hurts. You know, I know Stewie coming back, and you know, and Natasha Howard's there. Whatnot, don't get me wrong, but you're going in the playoffs it gets real, and you're gonna need depth at point guard, and you're gonna need somebody to knock down shots. I think Dangerfield is the one. And it's not, I know she's small, everybody talk about her size, but to me, she got a lot of Ivy ladder on her, where she's just tough despite being small. And she's a pest defensively, man. Like, she's going to cause other opposing point guards hell. Meanwhile, being a rookie, you're not going to get a lot of shots. So if Stewie and Natasha out kick it out, she's more than likely going to be able to knock it down, which is the issue with Canada at this point. Now, maybe she's improving. She might improve, come back later. So far, last year was free. Shot 18%. That's not close to getting it done. So, I'm going to go with Crystal.
I like that pick.
all right, and rounded out the first round.
Nah, I like that pick. See, you know what? Forget it. Just go ahead. Octavia, what you were saying? I can't win here. It's a lose-lose situation right there. Go ahead. Nope.
Rounding out into the first round is your defending WNBA champion, Washington Mystic. Who wants to start? Raymond?
So one of the main things that the Mystics needed was just pretty much size and down low. We saw they struggled with Cam Bays in the conference finals, and Jonquil Jones pretty much had her away in the finals. I got them taking JOYNER Holmes from Texas right here. Big 6'3" girl, rugged. She can help with some of those battles in the trenches. You know, Mystics don't have much to address, but that I think she could help in their one area where they were deficient.
All right, Cardell.
I'm going with Bella Oliver. I just want to see the Mystics go nuclear on the I'm just saying it the real.
Yeah.
I purposely put her there. Like I want her to come home. She's from the area. Grew up here, play AAU or not high school. I wanted her to see her come home and be another, and teams will have to deal with another M.O. Deladon. She's a combo of those players. She's 6'4". Her potential is a 50, 40, 90 player. She can rebound. She can block shots. She can run the floor. Like I want to see Cloud, like Deladon get the rebound, pass it to Cloud. They running up court. Atkins or Powers just going cutting through the lane. You got Emma or ALARIE going to the wing outside three, and you got Deladon trailing. What are you gonna do with that?
Hope they miss. That's an L. That's a whole L.
All right, so the ball gonna be feeling like Phil Jackson when the Bulls just chilling, legs crossed. And on a serious note, coming off back surgery with Deladon, I know they're gonna try to monitor the minutes, not put such a load on. They don't want to tire Emma out. That's somebody along those lines to play with LaToya Sanders or whatnot, Tiana Hawkins, where you can afford that for most, a lot of nights. You know what I'm saying? They come in, kill the team, get up by double digits like they were doing, and then, Bella, go ahead and finish the game out. And that preserves them as they go along the season.
Yeah, see, I wanted to selfishly put Bella there, but I didn't know she would fall or not. But same department. With the Mystics, nothing. I don't think it's really hard here. Size, right? So I went with Beatrice MOMPREMIER here. The athleticism, the sheer athleticism, because it's not like it's a team that needs shooting, but the things that she does currently right now, running the floor end to end, you would eat playing with the Mystics as a big, doing literally those things. Hitting the glass, protecting the paint, just running. It gives them kind of a dimension they haven't had in terms of at the 5 of someone to do, at least to have someone to deal with those types of players that we just talked about that do give them problems, where you could throw her inside and let her deal with that physical issue inside and alleviate some of that banging from Emma or Elena. But yeah, that's where I had with Washington. We're about to take a quick break. And then coming back from the break, we'll speed things up a little bit. But yeah, we still got 2 more rounds. Watching the Focus TV, and we will be right back. Am I too loud? You sure? No, it's literally right here. You good? All right, welcome back to the Focus TV. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. All right, Octavia, the floor is yours again. It's not my show, it's yours.
All right, so starting off the second round, we're going to start the same way we started the first round. Start with New York Liberty. Wilson, you want to go and start?
Sure. All right. Cardell laid out a myriad of reasons for why this player from Rutgers would be a good fit in the first round. But for the Liberty here, I have them going with ARELLA GUIRANTES. I hope I didn't mess up your name. Also, with the Liberty, again, they need to continue to add people that can score on the wings so Tina's not down there dying. I don't really have much to add after that.
All right, Cardell.
I'm going to go with KIAH GILLESPIE out of Florida State. I just think she could complement Tina, but still help her down there, get physical. The second thing she does best outside of hit, high post, mid-range jumpers, 3-pointers, rebound. The Liberty outside of Tina, we're one of the worst in the league at rebounding, which obviously affects your team. So I think she would just be a big compliment. You know, somebody you do the high-low game with, and she could bang with Tina down there.
All right, Raymond.
I got them taking Makia Herbert Arrogant right here. Just like Cardell said, Tina needs some help down low. She can rebound, she can score as well and defend. And she, you know, her athleticism and length is going to lend her being successful in the league.
All right. So after New York Liberty, we're going to go to the Indiana Fever. Cardell, you want to start?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Beatrice, MOMPREMIER, Miami, 6'4" guard. Like I said, if Cox not ready to go, there's another big athletic that's athletic and skilled that can go right in and get you a double possible from the jump. So, you know, another compliment to McCown.
All right, Wilson.
I'm going JOCELYN Willoughby here from UVA. Again, you got people over there that can score. You need to continue to plug in people that play both ends of the floor. Help the team continue to get better.
All right, Raymond.
I went with TYNICE Martin from West Virginia right here. Offense, like that's what they need. That's what she provides. She could be good in like a instant offense person off the bench for them. You know, been a confident scorer her entire college career, and she has the physical tools to compete at the next level.
All right. So after we have the Indiana Fever, back to everybody's favorite team, the Dallas Wings. Raymond, you want to start? Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, I got them going Crystal Dangerfield right here. I think I had heard the lowest out of everybody. I think Wilson and Cardell had it going before this pick, but you know, she's a very capable scorer, great shooter. She's poised, just a hard-nosed, tough player, like Cardell said. Avery Latta was a great comparison. So I got Dallas taking her right here with this pick.
All right, Cardell.
I'm gonna go mid-major. I'm gonna go Stella Johnson out of Raleigh. You know, one of the leading scorers in all the college basketball. You know, average 24 a game. You know, 46% shooting from the field. Damn near 3 steals a game, and she can pass as well. Averaging nearly 4 assists. Like I said, they need playmakers and scoring on the perimeter, and I think she can fit right in. And with them being so young, it's up for grabs. So she'll have an opportunity.
All right, Wilson.
All right, this is still Dallas, right? Yet again. Right.
Yeah, them again.
Man, KIAH Charles, guard out of Maryland. Keep adding versatility to the wing. She's not a very good three-point shooter at this moment, but I do think, like most Maryland products, what they are right now, that's not the end of what they will be. They have a tendency to kind of get better in the WNBA. But again, for Dallas, it's another thing, like Cardell said it perfectly, it's competition, right? You're going to keep getting a whole bunch of players put on your roster to compete. Survival of the fittest. Get the type of people who compete.
All right. Everybody went? I'm not tripping on that.
Nah. Hey, look, it's 3 rounds. It's okay.
I feel like it's been more than that because the Dallas Wings have had like 12 picks.
They're not done.
They're not. After that, we have the Minnesota Lynx are officially on the clock, which GM would like to start. Cardell.
Okay, I'm gonna go with JOYNER Holmes from Texas. Sylvia Falcon, so Rebecca Brunson retired, Simone gone. Need somebody to kind of go down there and do the dirty work, and I think it'll help move these to a natural position at the 3, which I think will make them better. So just go down there, JOYNER Holmes, go down there, bang, finish, get rebounds, play defense. Just like how Cheryl Reeves likes them.
Facts.
All right, Wilson.
All right. Cardell just brought her up. Stella Johnson's a whole bucket. Yeah, continue to add perimeter scoring to that team. I just think it's easy right there.
All right. And Raymond?
All right. I'm glad Wilson made the pick he did with the last team. So, because I was feeling like I was making a sentimental pick right here, but I feel much better about it now. I gave them KIAH Charles right here.
Or that means we just both wrong. That's all that means.
Hey, I can live with that. I can live with that too. But you know, she's you know, a great defender. She can rebound well from the guard position. Like Wilson stated, she does need to improve her three-point shooting. For her athleticism and IQ, they're gonna benefit if they take her at this spot.
All right, 17th pick. We are with the Atlanta Dream. Wilson, want to start?
All right, I went with TYNICE Martin here, as Raymond mentioned. It's adding scoring. All right, we're gonna continue to add scoring. They have so many bigs in Atlanta. My God, they have big after big after big in Atlanta. I know they just got Courtney Williams, but again, you lost a very special player in Angel. You lost another bucket getter in Brittany Sykes. And to beat teams like, you know, the Mystics and things like that, you had to put the ball in the basket. So I don't think TYNICE is gonna hurt you in that regard.
All right, Raymond.
I got them going Shadeen Samuels right here from Seton Hall. You know, another long, athletic, rangy wing player. Proved herself to be a capable scorer in college. She was kind of up and down with her shooting, and that's probably going to hinder her at the next level. But you know, we can always develop. Yeah, I just think they need help on the defensive perimeter as well. So I got them taking her right here.
All right, Cardell.
Yeah, I'm going with Wilson. I'm going to go with TYNICE Martin. She's just an explosive scorer. And I'm just looking at her possibly playing, you know, with Tiffany Hayes, and especially when they go small or something, and just have her and Courtney Williams. I mean, we all saw what Courtney Williams did. So you know, if TYNICE Martin brings even half of that, you know, Atlanta right back in it with the bigs that they had. So I'm going to roll with her.
All right. With the 18th pick, we are back to the Phoenix Mercury. Raymond, you want to start?
Yeah, I got Leanna Odom right here from Duke. As previously mentioned, they lost DeWanna Bonner. Odom is a lengthy wing that can score. She's good off the bounce, can defend pretty well. Another player who's really not knocked down from outside, but you know, she's still a capable scorer, and I think she can get herself into a little show and prove situation in training camp.
All right, Cardell.
I'm going with KIAH Charles from Maryland. She's not the best three-point shooter, but she's capable. You know, she shot 30% from three, but she hella efficient from everywhere else. You know, she's you know, 50% from the field. You can't beat that. She's a great rebounder for a two-guard, and she can pass. You know, plus defend, which is the perfect. You know, when you got Brian right there, you don't need the defense alone. Right? You know what I'm saying? Just force them. You know,
You really don't.
Let me get there.
But if you elite already, kind of at that level, you save Briner from getting in foul trouble, which helps your team.
Mm-hmm.
She can knock down mid-range shots when Briner draws the double. She can play make. She can defend. She can rebound. And yeah, with Raleigh going on, I think she's a great fit. I really do.
All right, Wilson.
This is where I had Kaya Gillespie falling. With Phoenix, next, not that she's going to be on the floor with Griner a ton, but have her in a situation where you have a big center next to her, it's only going to be benefit her. Like Cardell, I think you made the point earlier about, I think you had her going to the Liberty, right? Where if she has to play, if she's able to play to 4 times next to a more prominent 5, a little bit easier because she can help with the rebounding load. But again, go watch the probe. Go watch the probe. Mm-hmm.
All right. And next we have the Seattle Storm with the 19th pick. Raymond, you want to start?
I got JOCELYN WILLOUGHBY right here. You know, good 3-point shooter. Shot 41% from three last year. Averaged 19 points a game. Also 7.7 rebounds. The Storm, they got a lot of experience at that at the forwards with they added Tuck, Stewie coming back, of course, Natasha Howard, Langhorne, and Aisha Clark. But JOCELYN's kind of a tweener, so she can still find her way there. And I think this is just a good spot for her.
All right, Wilson.
Shadeen Samuels from Seton Hall, another person that can score the ball and just depth for Seattle. Because, you know, as you said, Raymond, getting Morgan Tuck kind of alleviates a certain position you have to land in this draft to a degree. So just quality depth.
All right, Wilson. Oh, I'm sorry, Wilson. Right up.
Same thing. Shadeen Samuels. I think she kind of fits in that Alicia Clark mode. You know, just a tough-nosed, defensive-minded player that can score when needed, when called upon. And I think that's what Seattle hangs their hat on. And when they won the championship, they had a whole lot of those type of players. So I think they're going to add one more to kind of replace the ones that has left.
All right, and we have a new team entering with the 20th pick. The first time we said them tonight, the Los Angeles Sparks. Wilson, you want to start?
I went with Michaela Pivek. I'm sure I messed up your name. I apologize. From Oregon State. They're a little long in the tooth in the backcourt. I know they gave Chrissy that deal. That's not going to last forever. You can take your time with the youngin and just let her, you know, earn her stripes. And, you know, it's just, again, we were talking with some of these other places with older veterans in the backcourt. It's not a bad time to go ahead and get someone who you think could eventually fill that role.
All right, Raymond?
I got Michaela Pivek right here as well. She's a solid point guard, can set the table real well for others. It's not going to be a bad thing for her to learn from Christy. And we saw with them last year in the playoffs that their late game situations was an issue for them from the point guard spot. So I think they go ahead and snatch her up right here.
All right, Cardell.
Not gonna hold everybody up. We all in agreement. Pivot, what you want to call it? My bad.
Look, I think we all messed up your name as a whole, so we apologize. Yeah.
All right. Again, back to everybody's favorite team. Got the Dallas Wings again on the clock with the 21st pick. Wilson.
All right. I went Maryland again. I went Stephanie Jones here. Another player, and the only reason I went there is just versatility, right? Going to continue to add versatile players. Obviously, she's not going to be playing the 5 in the WNBA. That's not sustainable and or feasible. But this is another person, what we saw in their scheme this year. Almost all their players on the floor were able to switch and guard multiple positions. That's not a bad thing for a 6'2" forward. And she can rebound. It's not like you're going to have to teach someone how to go down there, carve out space, and get a board. And yeah, she'll continue to develop the perimeter game. But yeah, just as Cardell said, get as much challenge you can get, and then let them just scrap. And whoever's left standing, that's your roster.
All right, Cardell.
I'm gonna go with Kathleen Doyle. They experienced a lot of winning in the Big Ten. Solid point guard, just somebody that don't make mistakes. She could be a little bit more efficient scoring the ball, but I think she's tough, and I think she has a high IQ and knows how to play. So, like Wilson, I keep saying, Wilson just reiterated, you know, just having a lot of young talent and then battle it out and compete for a job. And I think that will make everybody better at that.
All right, Raymond.
I got them going Brittany Brewer from Texas Tech right here. Big 6'5" center, skilled in the post. She can also step out, face up, and shoot the ball as well. again, I think I've said it about 2 or 3 times. Can't teach size, and I don't know anybody that wouldn't like to have a skilled 6'5" big on their team.
All right. And with the 22nd pick, we have the Los Angeles Sparks back on the clock. Cardell.
While you compliment, go with play at the 5 that skill and compliment Parker and Agum because, as simple as that. She can shoot all the way out the 3. She has 3-point range. She can knock it down from the mid range. She can pose. She can pass. She's physical. She's not afraid to mix it up down there and block shots. So I think she'll be also a great foot for now. And also relieve Candace Parker, who's had injury problems the last few years. I think she'll kind of relieve her of having that pressure of having to always be out there. They can kind of monitor her as well, keep her fresh. Load management.
I was going to say that. Load management. All right, Raymond.
I got them going Haley Gurecki from Duke. 6-foot combo guard. She can play the 1 or the 2. She can shoot, rebound, and distribute the basketball. I just think it's paramount for them to have some depth in their backcourt.
All right, Wilson.
All right, this is the Sparks still, right?
Yes,
Man,
sir.
spreadsheets hurt my eyes. All right, I got them going. Louisa Geis. I'm about to mess up your name. I'm so sorry. Louisa Geiselader from Germany. So I apologize in advance. Look, I know I murdered your last name, but the Sparks have a knack for taking talented bigs from overseas and kind of just grooming them quietly. We saw them do that with Vadiva in the past, and like Cardell just said, it might be time for a little bit of load management with some of your veteran bigs. All right. So yeah.
All right. 23rd pick, you have a new team entering as well. Connecticut Sun. Wilson, would you like to start with your beloved Connecticut?
Yeah, not for this sport though. It stops. It stops on.
I just said Connecticut. I didn't say Connecticut Sun. I just said Connecticut.
Nah. That stops on the collegiate level. No, it stops there. If it's not UConn related, now. Brittany Brewer, Texas Tech. Raymond just, I believe he just brought her up for a couple picks earlier. Another skilled big, right? Connecticut it just seems like an annoyingly like Connecticut thing to add another skilled big to their roster with other skilled bigs. It would also make things a little bit difficult at times. If, for times that Jonquel's not at the 5, that you can play her with another bigger skilled, another bigger player, bigger body player at the 5. So, for Connecticut, I'm going Brittany Brewer.
All right, Brandon.
I got them taking KIAH Laksa from Latvia, formerly of UCF. Apologies if I butchered the name, but she's probably one of the best shooters in this draft, and she already has pro experience. And them losing Courtney Williams, they need some assistance in their backcourt.
All right, and Cardell.
I'm gonna go with Louisa Geiselader. Hopefully, I did all right on your name. But she's not the most athletic, but she's physical and a technician on the block. Simple as that. A typical international big, have all the skills, physical, and stays within herself. And Connecticut desperately need relief for John Quill and Alyssa Thomas. They can't be playing 40 minutes a night.
No.
If they trying to get back to the finals and win it, it's not this year. It ain't gonna happen. So they need a big to come in and relieve them a lot.
All right, and to wrap up the second round, again, your Washington Mystics. Raymond, you want to start?
Yeah, got them going Kylie Shook from Louisville right here. My thing with them is going to be size. That was pretty much their struggle last year. They still won the championship despite that shortcoming. But what are we doing if we're not addressing deficiencies in the draft? So say I got them going with her. 6'4", great rim protector. I think she finished her career at Louisville as the all-time leader in blocks. So she's really going to add some girth down there to battle those other bigs.
All right, Cardell.
I'm gonna go with Peyton Williams from Kansas State. Double machine, average 15 and 11, shot 50% for her career. Physical. She's a traditional physical big, and as you can post her up. She has a variety of people on the post. She can hit the mid range. That's the center, the physical center that complement with the misses already. You have somebody big and physical that can come there and bang with the Kane Bosch, the grinders of the WNBA, and provide minutes where Della Donna Eastman and those girls, the ladies, can get some rest. And Sanders as well, Tiana Hawkins as well. So I'm gonna go with that. Peyton Williams.
All right, Wilson.
All right, I went Joyner Holmes from Texas. Another versatile forward. Versatility is kind of like the thing for the Mystics. The more you can do, usually you got a roster spot there. Just another person like Cardell was talking about earlier. Elena coming off surgery, not gonna be able to play her the type of minutes you played her last year, and last year we saw didn't exactly have the type of depth you probably wanted at times last year, because when she wasn't there, when she wasn't on the court versus the time she was on the court, those were two totally different teams we saw last year. So more depth in the front court could never hurt. But real quick before we go on, just want to thank everyone who tuned in for the first 2 rounds. We truly appreciate you guys. We're gonna see you guys next week. Radio Studio 202, shout out to them, and on DCTV. For those that are still watching, we're gonna continue to knock out this 3rd round real quick. So Octavia, who's picking in the first pick of the 3rd round? My God, 3 rounds.
First pick of the 3rd round is Atlanta Dream. You want to go ahead and start, Wilson?
Not really, but I'm gonna go Abby Sheed. Big from Northwestern. Kind of somebody that fits into the WNBA right now. Play both down low, spread the floor just a little bit. She doesn't have the greatest size, but it's a 4. All right, you got a lot of 5s in Atlanta. A 4 that can spread the floor a little bit wouldn't be the end of the world.
All right, Cardell.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same person, Abby Schneider. She shot 48% for 3 as a forward.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Ryan.
You know what? That I think that's what I should have led with. All right. So,
to let in with?
Yeah, I should have led with that. So thank you, Cardell.
I'm actually going to go with Cardell's last pick from the 2nd round right here, Peyton Williams, for all the reasons he stated. Just another versatile, all-around player, big body, bruiser. And really in the 3rd round, teams are probably just going to start going best available and see if they can make the team.
Yeah. All right. With the 26th pick, we have the New York Liberty again. Cardell, you want to start?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Leona Odom from Duke. She's a point guard. She can play point. She can play the 2. Just all around threat. But the thing I love about her is she's efficient. She shot 54% from the field this past season and 37% from 3. She has to improve her free throw percentage, her free throw shooting, because I think for her career she shot 59%, which isn't good for guards. Well, nobody, period, but definitely guards, especially someone that loves to drive and get hit. And because the WNBA is crazy physical. They'll put her on her butt and it goes on the line. So that's just something she has to improve on. But I like her potential. You know what I mean? And I think if she get in the right situation, she can grow and be a quality player in the league.
All right, Wilson.
For the New York Liberty, all right. I had Nikki Ekomu from FSU. Just some depth at the guard position again. I know they're not in quite the same position that Dallas is, but you kind of have like a backlog there in the backcourt. You got to figure out who's going to be there and who's not. Add her to the competition.
All right, Raven.
I got Shantae Stonewall from DePaul. I had a great senior year. I averaged 17 points a game. A rangy, lengthy player. She's 6'1", but her length has her playing much bigger than that. She can score at the basket and can stretch it all the way out to the 3-point line. I just think she's a good addition and a great value pick at this point.
All right. So with the 27th pick, we're back to Atlanta, the Atlanta Dream. Raymond, you want to start off?
Sierra Duffy from South Dakota, 6-foot guard, can stroke it. I think when I think about players that were really hurt by the postseason being cut short, her name really comes to mind because I think she was going to get onto a lot of people's radar.
All right, Cardell.
I'm going to go with Haley Gorecki out of Duke, 6'4" shooting guard. Another shooter for Atlanta to look at.
All right, Wilson.
I had Erica Gumuke right here out of Rice. This is somebody where I feel like, for some of the folks that didn't have a postseason tournament, kind of hurt where folks weren't able to kind of see her a little bit. She did have a solid college career. But, this is around where you take folks and you bring them in and see if they can swim on that level.
All right. So after we just finished with Atlanta, so the 28th pick, we have the Indiana Fever. Cardell?
I'm going to roll with Juicy Landrum from Baylor. Just a solid playmaking point guard, but if she does take shots, she makes them. She's very efficient. 46% from the field, 42 from 3, 82 from the line. She has to get better defensively, but every rookie has to make their adjustment. But I think that's a solid look for Indiana. Help at the point guard position, a true point guard, and beat those bigs down there.
All right, Wilson.
Indiana Fever, right? All right, so I'm also Juicy Landrum here from Baylor.
That's it? Or
I mean, Cardell just talks. I didn't feel like I did that.
The mic. My bad.
I didn't feel like I did that. Anything. Sorry.
Oh man, so this is quite odd. I got Juicy Landrum right here as well. She had 14 threes in the game before.
Okay, we doing one-liners now. All right.
Look, man, it's the third round. Okay, we've been through some things. We've seen some things. Man.
All right, the 29th pick belongs to the Phoenix Mercury. Raymond, you want to start?
Yeah, got Jasmine Jones from Louisville, solid point guard. She can control the game and can set others up, and is an efficient scorer in her own right.
All right, Wilson.
Phoenix Mercury. I see her Duffy coming off the board here.
Cardell.
I'm gonna roll with a unique player. Katija Loxa, former South Florida player. He actually left school before this season, went to play pro in Latvia, and led them to a championship. The last year she played at South Florida, she averaged 22 and 3 in 34 games, including a 26-point performance at UConn.
Hey.
So seeing the game, she got a little, she got that. But she's different. She got that Jamal Crawford crap in her. She was been bopping UConn all over the place. She's nasty. And I think she just fell off the radar. The footage don't lie. Look it up. I think that she kind of fell off the radar because she went overseas as far as most people. But if the WNBA doing their due diligence, they on the ground like we see the ball all the time.
Man,
they definitely got her on the radar.
All right, that was everybody, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so with the 30th pick, we got the Chicago Sky. Wilson?
All right, I'm going Shantae Stonewall here. As Raymond brought up a little bit earlier, decent size, crazy length. I think she fits right into the type of length they have on the wing there in Chicago. And, she just got a Defensive Player of the Year honor in her bag from the Big East this year. That never hurts. So, you got things like Gabby and diamond on the wing. Another person that could strap out there is not a bad thing at all in Chicago.
All right, Cardell.
I'm gonna go Cali 644. Just somebody to come in to see if they can add more depth up front. JOCELYN and those girls, you know, it's hard for them to sustain throughout the season, and just somebody to keep them fresh for the long hauls on the playoffs when they're ready to go, and they can maximize everything they got.
All right, Raymond.
Alexa Willard, guard from Missouri State. Good size, 6'2", all around skill set, and can rebound and defend. Make sure should be a good fit for them.
All right, with the 31st pick, we have the Seattle Storm. Cardell?
I'm going to go with Makia Herbert-Harrigan. I just think she fits well with what Seattle likes on the wing. Tough-minded defensive players that can knock down shots. I keep saying that. And she's obviously been well coached by Dawn Staley. She knows how to play the game. And, the compliment, like I said, efficiency is big for me because I don't like people who just jack and put up points on the board, but you shoot like 20%. Anybody could do that. When you don't need a lot of shots and you make teams pay, especially if you're a rookie coming in, that's your role for now until you prove otherwise. And especially if you're playing with all league players like TYASHA and Breanna Stewart, you're going to be asked to defend first and knock down whatever shot just happened to fall your way. I think she can do that.
All right, Raymond.
We're at Seattle at 31, right?
Yep.
I got KAILA Cooper-Williams, center from James Madison. 6'2" rim protector. Going to get down and do the dirty work. I think she kind of fits right in with what they got there. With kind of sort of the Natasha Howard in that vein.
All right, Wilson.
All right, I'm going with a big hair as well. Internationally, here going with Mingling Cheng from China. Look, man, they have a type that they like in Seattle with their bigs that can move. It's something that you can develop.
All right. So the 32 pick, 32nd pick, Chicago Sky. Wilson.
All right. I know she was mentioned a little bit earlier, but I'm going KIAH Shukir from Louisville.
Cardell.
I'm going with KAILA Cooper-Williams from James Madison. Somebody to mix it up, do the dirty work, as Raymond said. Chicago desperately needed that. They didn't have one player. He's close to average double-digit rebounds, period. So they need help down there.
All right, Raymond.
Got them going Minion Moore, guard from Oregon. Gritty, tough, great defender, and she can distribute. I just think they throw her in that batch of backcourt players and let dust settle where it may.
All right. With the 33rd pick, their first appearance, and looks like only, the Las Vegas Aces. Cardell.
You gotta give me the hard one, man. See, nah. I'm gonna go with Ming Ling Chen. 6'4" center. Averaged a double-double in international competition. And the FIBA under 18 competition. She has promise. And I think getting beat down in practice by Asia Wilson and Cambridge will force her to either get better or, I need to go back to China. It's just as simple as that.
Raymond?
We got them going Jalen Agnew forward from Creighton right here. Just if she does stick around, she can help spread the floor for them.
All right, Wilson.
All right, I'm going with the Bit Bop Bucket, Lasker from formerly of South Florida, for the reasons Cardell mentioned earlier. They only got one pick because they kind of had some. They had a good offseason in Las Vegas. All right, it's the nicest way to say it. They added some nice things. This is the thing this is another piece that could have hurt too in case of injury to some of the guards that they have. But again, with the type of bigs they have, sometimes that floor gets a little bit clogged. Somebody that can get their own bucket, I feel like has value for the Aces.
All right. So with the 34th pick, we have the Los Angeles Sparks. Raymond?
I was pretty burnt out at this point, so I just went Erica Ogumake, sent them in on readers.
Cardell?
Same thing, man. She gonna go play. You know, her sister's gonna make a call, give her a shot, man. But the thing that hurts her, she's 5'9". She averaged a double-double, but it was against kind of the low major competition. And you know, she's a point guard that didn't show the ability that she could run point consistently. She shot 17% from three, which really hurts, and she only averaged 2.7 assists. So kind of hard if with all these elite point guards in this draft and waiting on you in the league.
Yeah.
If you never consistently play that role.
All right, Wilson.
Again, it's the third round. Japreece Dean from UCLA. Been a fan of her game for a little while. I'm anxious to see how she can translate to that level, if she can, you know, carve out a spot. I don't know if I necessarily expect it to be in LA, but you know, that's the pick that I went with. Just somebody who's played the one. But yeah, I'm anxious to see what would happen.
All right. With the 35th pick, we got the Connecticut Sun. Cardell?
All right, I'm going to go with Billy Massey, 6'2" center, obviously an international from Belgium. She's a double-double machine. And like I keep saying, the Sun needs some backup help. And she's not afraid to mix it up. She averaged 15 to 16 in the FIBA tournament. So she's fully capable. And I think once she kind of get adjusted to the WNBA and the physicality, I think she'd be able to make an impact.
All right. Wilson?
This is where I had Leanna Odom coming off the board from Duke. I like her versatility. And again, listen, Jaquel can't do everything. There's going to be minutes for folks to have, you know, for depth to get some minutes this year. I know they let go of Rachel Banham in Connecticut this offseason. I believe it was via trade. I could be wrong. But just, again, Leanna Odom was, 6'2"? 6'2", some versatility. Give it a chance in Connecticut.
All right, Raymond?
Same type of player, D. Gibbons from Western Kentucky. She's in that 6'1", 6'2" range. Kind of weird because her three-point shooting was sporadic throughout her college career. Her lowest season was 30%. Her highest season was 40%. So maybe she falls somewhere in the middle.
All right. And rounding out the third round, 36 picks, Washington Mystics. Cardell?
Oh, boy. It don't matter. They're not going to make the team. They're not making the team. I'm just going to keep it above my head. Right? I'm going to go with Wan Lee from China. She said she's like the best available international prospect, 5'7" point guard. Like I said, it's going to be hard for her to make the team with the depth that they got, you know, Cloud, especially Lonnie coming. And we still haven't even seen what Leslie can do yet. So, I know she come to training camp, show what she could do. And might be back to China.
Raymond?
Yeah, it really don't matter. But Abby Sheed, Northwestern. Just somebody to help push around on training camp to get them ready.
All right.
Yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be tough to make the Mystics. Going with Billy Massey from Belgium here, where I think this is one of those things where you draft her, she comes in, you get some work this year, maybe in a year or two you bring her back. I don't know who cracks this roster. The third round pick this year makes this roster. I just don't see it at all. But you know, just for me or what I had left on my board, that was best available. So But
you know what? I'm gonna take my pick back. I'm gonna send her back to China. I'm gonna get Blair Watson. She can stay with her at home. Blair coming back.
He done changed his mind.
So I guess the pick wasn't in for you yet.
No. We had to run it back.
All right, no problem.
They ain't got a chance to hit.
No, I know. I know.
No chance.
Yeah, at least like what you said with it, there's somebody with some size to go in there and battle, just to go battle. But 5'7" ain't gonna survive training camp over there. Like
don't even waste that.
I'm not trying. Look, China already mad at us for a 45 and what he calling the virus. I ain't trying to start no drama. She get wrong. Hotel go back. Send that missile immediately.
Nah, but I want to thank everybody who stayed tuned in. Yes. Like that's food in that training camp with them guards. Want to thank you guys for hanging with us tonight. Those of you that stayed afterwards and knocked this out. So for Octavia, Cardell, Raymond, and myself, we'll see you guys soon. This has been the Focus TV. Shout out to Rodney again, and also the Studio 202. We'll see you guys very, very soon. We can get out of here. Nope.